It's been a while since I've turned this thing on. Okay, so today is December 15th, and we actually get a little break in the weather. It's windy as heck out, but who cares about wind? I think I'm going to take a little ride. I want to show you something. All right, here we are in the garage. This is my helmet cam. I didn't break out any of the selfie stick stuff, so there she is. A new addition to my stable. It's a 2008 Yamaha FJR 1300. Just picked it up. Take it for a little ride. It's got the Hela bar risers that came with the bike. So I put the RAM mount on there. I put a power takeoff for the phone. I put some D-rings here, and what that allows me to do, if I'm going to do overnight, is I can put my tent poles here, and I can put my walking sticks here, and that ain't going to go anywhere. What's great about it is you can sit here, and you really don't feel that back there, so I could go 2 up with it. And that's about it. So I think I'm going to darn my helmet, put this on my helmet, and I think I'm going to go for a little rip. We're going to take this thing for a little ride today. I figure 15, 20 minutes. So it's a 2008 FJR, black. It's nice for its age, as far as cosmetics. Definitely a little above average. Good looking little ride. Who knows, this might even be my 2020 cross-country ride. It's definitely good for 1 or 2 days. Now that I can take my tent poles with me, because they don't fit in those bags. Probably not going to turn this on for a while, but I want to get wired into it. That's the hot wires. All right. And we're on. It's a little high. It's about as high as C10. Clutch feels good. Raise that up a little bit. Let's see how she feels. Clutch feels real good. Ooh, we're going to get through some snow. Yeah, we did a little snowmobiling. So 140 horsepower at the crank. I believe it's like 128 horsepower at the rear wheel. And yeah, she got something on her. I was doing some reading on the 2008 model. And on the 2008 model, they did some kind of flash to it where it took the harshness of the low end that I guess there was a complaint about. Oh yeah. That there was a complaint about. And it made the bike sedate. And you know what? It feels really good. It doesn't want to tear my arms out of the socket every time I touch the throttle at low RPM. So that's good. The mirrors are nice. They're a little out of adjustment, but that's okay. I'm not going to mess with them. So here we are in top gear. I got the windscreen all the way up. I'm getting a little bit of wind. still. You know, it's no gold wing. Oh, geez, this thing flies. I might want to check the tire balance in the front. Tire balance might be a little off. Brakes feel beautiful. Wow, they're so right there. This bike flies. I got to be careful with it. 60, 70 miles an hour is bore into it. She's running cool. It's cold out, but she's running cool. So the thermostat is working. She came up to temp quick and didn't go much further, so. The only thing that I wish this bike had, and the newer ones do obviously, is cruise. The handlebar position is awesome. These Gila bars are really nice. They're perfect for me. They're perfect. Maybe get a throttle clamp, throttle lock would be nice. So we're in 5th gear. 55 miles an hour, which is a little hot for this part of the road. We're around 3,500 RPM now. Whoa. Yep. Yep, that's 100 horsepower. That is 100 horsepower right there. And that wasn't all the way up. I didn't spool it. She's very nimble. Not self-canceling. Directionals. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. You know, my first motorcycle I bought was a 70s vintage. And what's happened between then, the technology that's come with these bikes, that's happened to these bikes over the past maybe decade, is just amazing. They're literally cars on 2 wheels. I mean, they run that reliable. They run that smooth. They run that quiet. They're that precision. The refinement on these bikes today are just wild. And this is an '08 version. It's 2020, so this bike is old in retrospect. Although the bike is still being produced, she's old. I mean, the changes in what's being produced today are, there are subtleties to it. Obviously, they're now up to a 6-speed transmission and all that, but they are, there's definitely a refinement that I'm just grasping in terms of a sporty type bike. I mean, my Gold Wing is just amazing. I just felt something on the front end I didn't like. I want to see. I got to check the front end. I didn't like the way that felt. I could have sworn I just felt the ABS kick off coming to a roll of that light. I'm going to check that out. All right, we got to go through this bike. I need to make sure there ain't nothing going on there. I'm going to come to a stop up here, see if I can recreate that. I don't like that. No. Maybe a new set of bearings just for the F of it. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a new set of bearings. I know I felt something. She runs good though. I like it. So we're going to pull the front wheel off of this in the near future. Go through it and see how she fares. I don't think I want to do any highway with it yet. Ooh, that was a third gear launch. Well, we're back out here again. Basically went around a big loop. I wanted to, this is where I felt it. Half throttle right there. Wow. Wow. Seat's pretty comfy too. I like it. I like the seat on this. All right, let's do the loop. Head back to the house. So we got to take the front end of this thing apart and go through it. You know, that's usually how I roll anyway. I did that to all my bikes, and just to make sure that all the bolts are tight and proper. Make sure the bearings don't get crunchy. Probably should just replace them anyway. It's not a hard job to do. I haven't felt that feeling. I think the ABS. Oh, I got something. Yeah, there's something that don't feel right. It might be the neck. I'll have to check that. So it looks like I'll be buying a book for this bike. Just to have on hand. I mean, this thing soaks up the bumps real good. Suspension feels good. It's firm. You know what's nice is this bike seems to be friendly to work on. I could ride this thing all day. This is nice. This is a nice bike. It's always been one of my more favorite bikes. Seeing as I'm not a sport guy, this is about as crazy as I'd get. She will hold her own though. Alright, I'm going to try to avoid the snow this time. Hey, that's a little better. This thing is low speed maneuverability on this thing is amazing. It is amazing. I don't want to scratch my bags. I got to be cognizant of its width. Yeah, this thing is just wild. Yeah. Found my new bike. Yeah, we're going to check the front of this thing out. Yep. And there you go.